By my will I open the western gates. I call thee, my spirits of the ancient realm. Thee who were the breath of a panting world, still giving birth to life. I resurrect thy consciousness. I resurrect thy primal instinct and thy will to survive. I wrest thy disembodied presence from eternity, to come forth now and serve me. For you inherited this era that was prepared by my hand. Your existence, your death, and now your resurrection. By the universal elements that I command and that I am a part of, I rip thee from thy slumber, thy prison, and the nothingness of the abyss. I give thee new purpose, and thus new life, and become thy salvation from the oblivion of being forgotten. Hear me as I call thee, weary soul, for your journey is far from over. By the universal elements that I command and am a part of, I rip thee from thy slumber, thy prison, and the nothingness of the abyss. I give thee new purpose, and thus a new life, and become thy salvation from the oblivion of being forgotten. Hear me as I call thee. I light this candle for the forgotten dead, whom were heroes, warriors, healers, witches, magicians, ancient gods, elementals, shamans, sorcerers, doctors, protectors, priests, priestesses, psychics, mediums, teachers, and students of the light. The young that died, and the old that died, and the wronged, the betrayed, and the mentally and emotionally sick. All dead throughout the ages, that are as I described. Give thee light and healing by the limitless light of creation and the Creator I have so named. I free you from your prison, self-imposed or cast by another, that you may hurt none, but do my bidding as you may, and walk amongst the living once again. Come to me in peace, that you may hear and satisfy my call. Ah, very good. Easy now. Come here and rest against me. It will take a while for you to fully regain your strength and consciousness. Fortunately for you, I found you fairly quickly. I am Heriotza, daughter of Inferna, the goddess of death, and the human hero Tharos. As those of your kind are surely familiar, I am a demigod. Fortunately, I happened upon you not long after whatever brought your life to an end. In fact, I'd venture a guess that you haven't been dead for very long at all. I have the ability to bring those who recently expired back to the land of the living, although only if they have recently passed. Being the daughter of the goddess of death and immortal, although a unique lineage, has left me with rather limited divine abilities. What's that? No, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that when I came across your body out along the enchanted forest of Alaris, that you were all alone. I saw no signs of a traveling partner or companion. Who was it that you traveled with? Oh, my apologies. I see that you're doing your best to recall, but I've overlooked that given the circumstances, you likely won't remember the details of your life leading up to your demise. Some do eventually regain this memory, but others require divine intervention to get their memories back completely. Are you a member of the undead? Well, I suppose in a way that's true, but not in the sense that is so glorified and feared in myth and legend. You're not a lich, a corpse, or a wight. You are exactly as you were before you passed away. You see, I stumbled across you before your soul had crossed over into my mother's domain. What I've done here for you this evening is not necromancy, but a healing of sorts. Think of it more so that you were unconscious, and I raised you from that slumber. Through the use of divine intervention, I'm able to repair and reverse the damage that a body might face after the heart might stop beating for a short while. But that is no more impressive than the most basic of elven healing magic, yes? Now, I'm sure that you're wondering why it is that I chose to snatch you from the clutches of my mother's domain. Well, as a rule, I ask nothing uncertain from you in return for bringing you back. You are not my slave, and you do not owe me your loyalty. However, if you should be so altruistic, I might ask a favor of those who plan to search for answers about their lives that they lived that they cannot recall themselves. You see, I've not seen my father Tharos since I was born, and legend tells tale that he's no longer among the land of the living. My mother will not disclose this information to me, as she's worried of the outcome of me obtaining the item which is mine by birthright. My father had an amulet, the Amulet of Icaros. This amulet is said to be imbued with the blood of the elder gods from ancient times before my mother or the other divines ruled the heavens. One of the rarest and most precious artifacts in the world, yet my father was given it by one of the last elder gods still in power. I cannot reveal the exact nature of the amulet to you, should you choose to accept this quest. But I can tell you that I believe that it is to the north. Where you will find it, you will also find Ismia, the goddess of memory and time. If you prove yourself worthy, she will restore your memories which you have lost, but only if your intentions are pure. For now, get some rest. Your body is still recovering its mortality, and you should sleep until the sun rises in the east. Should you choose to embark on this journey and return this amulet to me, I will owe you a great debt. You do not owe me your time or life, traveler, but know that if you should choose to begin this odyssey on my behalf, you shall have my divine blessing for as long as this new mortal life should last you.